Hey, and welcome to Quarantine Cuisine. It's me, Mrs. Chase. I can't wait to cook with you today. Please follow along to learn how to bake homemade French fries. Start by washing your potatoes in cold water and use a scrub brush. If you don't have a brush, just make sure to clean them well with your hands. You want to make sure all dirt is removed. Set up your station. You should have all of your potatoes, a cutting board, a peeler, and a knife. Look for any eyes on the potatoes. Those are sprouts or new buds. Sprouts can harbor potentially harmful toxins, so it is important to remove them. I am going to remove them with a peeler. Make sure you're peeling away from yourself as you peel to prevent any possible cuts. Notice how the outside layer may be a little bit green. You do want to remove any green portions of the potato as they are not healthy to eat. Continue to peel away from yourself to remove any blemishes. I'm using russet potatoes today for my fries. They are great for baking and for mashing, and they absorb flavors very well. They are starchy, which means that if you don't soak them, then they can end up being soggy, so we'll do that later. I like to keep a bit of the skin on because it does provide fiber, which is a really good nutrient for digestive health. Okay, let's get to the chopping. First, you're going to slice your potato in half. That creates a flat side, so you can place it flat side down and not have your potato roll around when you're trying to chop it. Make sure to form a claw so that you have your fingers tucked in and out of the way. Then begin to slice. You want your slices to be as even as possible so the fries bake evenly. If you'd like to create a potato wedge, you can leave your slices like this. Notice how even they are? They're going to bake perfectly. I'm going to continue to cut them a little bit thinner because I want thin style fries. The thinner the fries, the quicker they will bake, but they do stick to the pan a little bit easier, so you have to be careful. If you want to make wedges, they will take longer to bake. So keep that in mind based on how much time you have. Okay, here we go. My French fries are just about ready. I want to show you just how evenly they're chopped. They're not perfect, but they will cook more evenly than if I had mixed a bunch of wedges with thinner style fries. Now, we're going to soak our French fries in icy cold water. Make sure you do this for about 20 minutes. This helps to remove some of the starches, so your fries don't become soggy. Remove any potatoes that you forgot to chop. Okay, let's let that sit. Now, I've got my station set up for drying the fries. I'm going to take them out of the icy cold water and place them onto a towel. Now, squish any extra water out of them. You really don't want the fries to be soggy. Keep drying them. Now, you can take any extra water out of your bowl, dump it out and dry out the bowl because we're going to put the fries back into that bowl. So you can toss them in some oil and some salt and other seasonings. I'm using vegetable oil or canola oil. I want to cover the fries lightly with oil. We don't want to soak them, but we do want to make sure the fries don't stick to the pan. Once you've added some oil, a few tablespoons, you can toss your French fries with a pair of tongs or a spoon. If you've washed your hands very well, you could toss them with your hands. The main thing is you want that oil to cover all of the fries. Once you've done that, you can go get seasoning salt or regular table salt or other flavorings, anything you'd like to try. Chili powder works well too. Again, stir to cover all of the fries evenly. Keep stirring. Add some more if you feel like there wasn't enough flavoring to cover all of the fries. It's up to you. Next thing you can do is begin to prepare a baking sheet. You can use parchment paper or tin foil to cover the baking sheet. That helps to prevent the fries from sticking and makes less mess, so less cleanup for later. Spread the fries into a single layer on your baking sheet. Make sure they are spread out evenly. You may need to get a second baking sheet if you made a lot. Prepare your oven by preheating to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your fries are ready to go, you can put them in the oven using oven mitts. Now let's take a look at the fries. Notice how I've spread them out to cover the entire baking sheet. That layer of tin foil will help to prevent any sticking. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes on one side and then flip using a metal spatula. Bake for another 10 to 15 on the other side. They're done when they are crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Enjoy!